Yeah, start well, get off the blocks, score early, convert your chances. Very much important. I also think that winning today, we also have to win well. It's good for the confidence of the manager and for the players, because once they're done with this series, they all go on break. Everybody gets on the beach because they've had a long season. Right now, even these qualifiers they are playing right now, their minds are not really there because they've had a long, grueling season. And after this game today, they are off to their various vacation destinations to go and blow off some steam.
Isn't that also a problem?
It's not really a problem. It's not really a problem because they are still in the zone. I mean, look at Vinicius Jr. won the Champions League, and just 2 days ago was playing for Brazil against Mexico. Assisting Hendrick, to win the game 3-2. So I think our players also have that mindset. They are still very much in the zone. Ademola Lookman is still baying for blood. Scored in the Europa League final, a hat-trick, scored in the Serie A again, and I thought he played decently well against South Africa as well. So I don't think that's a problem, but today Finidi has to tell them, you have to start really strong. You cannot afford a slow start, because Benin Republic are also a very, very decent side. From set pieces, we have to be very careful, and it's very important, don't concede first. If you concede first, Gernot Rohr, while he was our manager, one thing we knew him for, he didn't play beautiful football, but his team was strong, was rigid, was very, very, very structured and compact. And that's what he has put into that Beninois side. If they score first and they become compact, it becomes difficult, and we start begging for a draw. And guess what? That becomes the 4th consecutive draw, and we'll be like the draw masters in that group. Exactly. So, and we can't afford that. Sometimes a loss is better than a draw. Benin Republic have lost 1, drawn 1, and won 1. They are top of the table, because you keep on drawing and you get a feeling that I'm still unbeaten. But no, you're going nowhere. It's a state of stasis. You're not moving forward, you're not going backward. So it's important that we start well, get a couple of goals, and back in maybe Boniface or Lookman to score today and get us all 3 points.
So as we begin to learn to manage our emotions, if we miss this, if we miss this opportunity yet again, that's another missed World Cup opportunity. What are you worried for our rankings on the global football team?
Yeah, I'm worried for much more. I'm worried for myself. I'm worried for my finance, because the World Cup is tied to my business as a journalist. I mean, we don't know that the ecosystem gets affected when Nigeria doesn't participate in these big competitions. The media, the sports media, lost a lot of money in the last World Cup that Nigeria didn't attend.
I agree.
We're just a country that don't know the implication of this thing. We just move on. But there are implications to this. It affects businesses. It means that I won't be able to pitch to brands that I want to go cover the Super Eagles at the World Cup. So there's a lot of domino effect if we don't go to the World Cup. And that's why it's important that we go, even for the NFF. It affects our finances. There's a massive windfall that comes from FIFA. There's a massive windfall that comes from your sponsors and your partners, because you are the biggest soccer fiesta in the world. So I think it's important, but our rankings is going to suffer. We've started recovering because the AFCON boosted our rankings. I think we are now 27th in the world.
3rd in Africa.
3rd in Africa. We haven't been 27 in a very long time. Before, we fluctuate between 40, 38, 37, 38. Now we're about 27, 25. So the AFCON gave us a massive boost. But guess what? This World Cup qualifiers is hurting us now. Refusal to beat Lesotho, Zimbabwe, Bafana, who are a top side, is going to hurt the rankings. So we have to get back to winning ways, because remember, the rankings also will be crucial when the AFCON qualifiers or the AFCON itself comes around. So everything has an effect, and the Super Eagles, I'm begging them, very much important.